Now, can you hear me? Man, my microphone was switched. That's weird. Sorry about that. I said Vixen. Hello, I hope you're having a good one. Sorry about that. Somehow my mic got switched to my headset, and I haven't used my headset on here. Oh, well. Anyways, I was saying you'll probably get a tracking number sometime Saturday night. I'll probably take it out and mail it. I got to go to UPS. I'll have it. Oh, probably mail it to you Saturday. But yeah, we got it ready to go. I just got to get it to the UPS. And tomorrow's a busy day, so we'll probably last till about 12:30 tonight. I might try to go to 1, but I got to be up at 8. I got a gas inspection guy coming tomorrow morning. He was supposed to come yesterday. And me and Pop were at the doctor's. So, yeah. So I had to reschedule. He's coming in the morning. But yeah, we'll get you taken care of. That's all I can do. Anyways, so yeah, you'll probably get it Saturday night. And then, like I said, but I have a gas inspection tomorrow, and then I got a bunch of running after that. I want to be done early because I'm pooped. It's been a crazy, crazy couple days, and I haven't felt the best. So I've not, man. It's I'm hoping I can sleep tonight. Other than that, hey, what's up? Yeah, if you can go back, I don't know if you guys can go back and see Latro, but he asked the AI why AI generated jokes aren't funny, and this is what I told him. Let's see if you guys can see it. Let's see if I can highlight it. Yeah, I can. And then he started in on the pickup lines. It was pretty funny. Stop. Let's see if I can get it all. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put everything in here. See if they'll let me. Nope. What happened? Yeah, this is what he said. Man, I tried to copy it and it wouldn't let me copy and paste. There we go. We won't put the whole thing in. Just the ones that make it there. Because I already told you the first part. Copy. Paste. Very good. There's the first part. And the second part, and then the third part. Would make sense. I believe that. You know, I'm surprised it admitted it itself that that's what it was. And then it started telling jokes. I don't know if you guys can go back and see that or not. It was before we started the stream. Sometimes you can go back and see what people said before. Sometimes you can't. I don't get it sometimes. Other than that, yeah. AI is an interesting subject anyways. My view is there's good, of course, there's pros and cons. But I'm still very uncertain about certain things of it, though I still want to mess with it too. I have been a little bit trying because it's crazy. I mean, it's killing. Now everybody questions everything you post. Oh yeah, but see, the thing is, it is lacking in so many ways, but yet, you know, this is destroying paranormal channel. You know, people who are paranormal creators or creators of paranormal content, because now you got to question everything you see. Now you got to analyze everything you see, because in some ways it's gotten very good, but when it comes to emotional content, yeah, it's not up to par yet. Even though they try to make you think that. I don't know. I mean, when you hear about these chat bots, GPTs or whatever chat bots, refusing to shut down, allowing them to be shut down is pretty messed up. Yep, the UFO stuff is trash now. I mean, you got to question everything now. So it does make you think. And you wonder how long has it really been around. But yeah, it is trash the paranormal community. I mean, you watch these top 10s, and probably out of 10 of them, probably at least 4 or 5 of them, if not half of them, are AI. Though there is some stuff out there that's still kind of like you got to double check. I've still seen a lot of real stuff out there. It's just you got to be careful. Yeah, did you finish your steak already? Or is it still cooking? Yeah, Saturday night should be a good night because I don't plan on doing much Sunday. So I may try it for a longer time span Saturday night, Sunday morning. And then me and Pop are going to get up and take a drive for a little bit and get him out of the house. So I will be here Saturday night. Gemma's not streaming Friday, I believe. So every other weekend, every other Friday. So she gets caught up. Bless her, she's trying so hard. Just started the steak, cooked the animals. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Puppy's he's too old now. We have to get him soft moving. We can't. I mean, we've tried everything, but he eats good. I mean, when he does. How old are your animals? Latro? Puff's 8, I believe, 8 or 9. How many people have pets and how old are they? I'm just trying to get a conversation going. Cooking those steaks, though. We had pork chops tonight. Yeah, I bought a meat pack. Nice priced. Got a lot for what I ordered. When I picked it up, it was like, holy crap, but they gave me a ton of pork chops, which is fine. The other white meat. And then tomorrow night, I think I'm going to make either another roast, because they chowed the other one. Well, hello, Bounty Hunter. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. We're just chilling like villains. Dig is 9. Okay, and then there are 7 cats remaining, mostly mid-age. Oh my God, you got 7 cats? Are you serious? Holy crap! That's all right, I guess. You know, Lotus has a ton of cats. It's amazing. That woman, she's got literally a herd of cats. And she loves them all, takes care of them all. Bless her heart. I don't mind cats. For the longest time, I was allergic to them. When I did an allergy test last time, apparently it wasn't as bad as it was before. And where they say you should always get checked every 7 years because your body changes. Certain things change every 7 years. 11:11. Hey, Uso, what's up? I figured you were watching in the background. It is 11:11. Leave it to Uso to remind us. It's a good number. Yeah, so what does anybody got anything planned for the weekend? Like I said, I'm 100% sure, but I could be wrong, that Gemma's not streaming Friday. But you never know with her, but I thought she said every other Friday. So when she doesn't stream on a Friday, I will stream on Wednesday. So next Wednesday I won't be here because she'll stream that Friday. I might show up. It depends on how things go, but that's what I told her. Until she gets back. And then hopefully she's got big plans for things. So we just got to start implementing. I got to sit down and show her Rumble and all that good stuff. Right now, she's just trying to get through the first week of school with little man. Yeah, my pup is, I believe, 8. I wanted to say 9, but I think it's coming up. And my toads, I've just had them forever, so I couldn't even guess their age. Well, hello, dear. How you feeling? And thank you for stopping in. I haven't called you out 3 times because I knew you were, going through life. So I laid off you, didn't yell for you while you were sleeping. I hope you're good, dear. Good. Better, good. Better's better than being not better. So that's on a good note. I hope. Yeah, I can imagine. Do I know? I'm having issues right now. Been since what started yesterday. Right before, right after we went and got popped his shots. Tuesday, yeah. I started feeling kind of crappy. And then when we got done with the doctor's office, I felt even worse. And then he went to White Castles for dinner. So he stopped thinking of White Castles. That probably didn't help. But man, Tuesday night was just, once I tried to settle down for the night, was a nightmare. Everything will be all right. Yes, of course it will be all right. I hope. But I'm good. Other than that, I just been busy. That's a lot of it too. I've been go, go, go. Today was not as hectic, but this morning was. And tomorrow's going to be even crazier. I got to be up and moving. Well, I should be up anyways, but we got a gas inspector coming tomorrow morning at 8. He said around 8:30, so I got to be up and ready for that. Okay. And then we got to run. Got a couple more other things to do, and I have a quick appointment I got to keep, and it's going to be cool. I'll probably be at home probably about 1 or 2, I hope. Get everything done. If this guy gets in here and gets out of here, I like to get it done early. Good. We have a new burger joint that looks really good. Oh, we have Culver's here. Culver's is good. You'd like Culver's. Oh, yeah, they're good. From the dentist, so I want to try to stop tomorrow. Yeah, Dad's got a dentist appointment next week. Poppy does. Culver's, they're all over the place up here, dude. They're good. Yeah, they showed up here a few years back. And Culver's is good. Their burgers are not bad at all. Not bad at all. The ice cream's not bad either. Or frozen yogurt, or whatever they serve there. I know one of them that I think it's frozen yogurt. We have them up here. Not a bad place though. Not a bad place at all. A little pricey for what you get, but but it's still kind of worth it. I mean, you're gonna pay anyways, anywhere you go now. Everybody's saying hello. Did you see Cracker Barrel is imploding? Yeah. Hey, they did it to themselves. And my dad is so pissed. He loved that place. He goes, why'd they do this? Why? I don't know. Cracker Barrel and Bob Evans will like, the elderly's rest home, man. That, these people love those places. Takes them kind of back home. Eating more fruit salads and whole grain cereals. Atlantic yogurt. That's good. See, me and yogurt don't get along. I'm just not a yogurt fan. Bob Evans is still good. They've kind of changed the menu. They're still pretty good about rotating the menu around. They opened up a couple new nice ones and tore down some old ones. But for a while there was like a Bob Evans every time you turned around. So they kind of almost put themselves out of business. And they started closing a bunch of them down. And then only left the ones that were really doing any business up. And it seems to help them a lot more. See, the goof is what hurt them the worst. And the fact that during that time frame, they had a hard time getting managers. And it really hurt Bob. Hey, Al, how you doing, dear? I'm okay. Just been busy. They changed their logo. Yeah, they not only changed their logo, they changed the inside of the restaurant and made it brighter. It's not like walking in the old, barn and sitting down and having dinner. It's a whole new, from what I understand, they're redoing, still going to go through some of them. So, but yeah, they did change some of the insides. Now, I don't know if he's still planning on doing it, but it's just another Bud Light. I hate to say it. This time they're sticking to the guns, though, from the last time I heard, and then I haven't heard anything more about it. I actually have a signal right now. Not sure what's up with the data service. How funny. Hey, you got a signal. That's a good thing. That's good. Yeah, I know you have issues with that big time. Now I understand why Canadians have such an issue when they're always gone in and out during streams, because we have she has a lot of Canadian viewers. So. Another BS, a distraction. Yeah, basically with what it is. I agree with you there. It's getting kind of silly. Here, look at this hand. See what this hand's not doing. Look at this hand. That's like those women coming out about the Epstein list, saying that they were going to compile all the names together and put it out themselves. Problem is, they're probably going to do it in a book. Something's fishy about that whole press conference. They're either going to go run the circuit and make some money, which I don't know. But I just want the list. I want to know who these criminals were. I don't care who they are. What they did was bad. But that's my personal opinion. And I'm sure a lot of you agree. But yeah, but these companies do it all the time. Yeah, I mean, they said they want to kind of update it. I get that, but they hurt them. I mean, when I had the inside one of the stores look like, it's like, oh, did they do all of them? I go, I don't know yet. Yeah, one of the reasons he went in there. He liked going in there. There's a couple really good ones around me. I mean, really clean, really kept up. Even for as busy as they are. But I haven't gone by them the last couple of days. The last week or so, I haven't been by them, so I can't tell you how busy they've been. But I know it's hurt business. Just like a couple other places that did it. Target took a hit. They got smart. Oh, yeah, she did. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she did. Oh, she doesn't want to be, you know what I mean? She doesn't want that to happen. Plus, there's big players involved here. Well, I don't think we'll really officially ever really get a real list. which is a shame because these people need to see justice, get justice. These victims. I'm waiting to see who says what next. That's all I'm doing. Tonight, the last few days, my voice has been kind of come and go. So, yeah, I'm a little more quiet, pausing tonight, making sure I can say what I need to say. The truth always comes to light. That is a fact. That is very true. And I always say what always goes around comes around, and that includes the truth. So, it will all be exposed sooner or later. That's for sure. I don't want to get too political because there's a lot of things involved in that. I just want to see things get better. The crime is crazy. The division of people is nuts. And I see it every time I go out. I thought it was bad a couple of weeks ago. I've literally been in and out of my car every day last 2 weeks. And I hate doing it because it's just, I have to go out in the public and things have ramped up big time. And I'm literally walking around with my head down, which is something I don't like to do. But that's basically what I'm doing now when I go outside. I don't like that. I wish I could just make it all disappear, but I can't. Look what they did about UFO disclosure, just a tease. Oh yeah, it's all talk. You get everybody all ramped up, kind of play with everybody while they do something else. We don't know what they do. It's like this asteroid. You hear about Atlantis all the time, and all of a sudden it gets real quiet. Last thing I heard was they noticed it was red. Now it's supposed to get close here soon. And everything I'm seeing is stuff I already know. And it's like, okay, and I know it's got to be getting closer. You guys have got to be getting a good picture of it now. The stars were so bright last night. I'm going to tell you what, and full, it was a clear night here too. And it was crispy clear. And it was just like I stood at the window with the telescope because I have a perfect open view of at least the south and the southwest sky. Didn't see much, but it was beautiful. I mean, even the moon being a little more than half now. Yeah, it is basically is fall right now. And no, we got it early this year. And I have a funny feeling we're going to have a very interesting winter. And I expect you guys on the East Coast to see a lot of Northwesterns. So be prepared for the blizzards. I'm not kidding. Everybody I've seen, everything I've looked at, looks like anything from the east over, well, say Colorado and certain parts of the Midwest will all get good snows. Your yard sailing for a telescope? Mine's just a basic telescope. Actually, it was the ex's husband's, and he got a real nice one. So he offered it to me, so I took it. And it's nice. I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's just, it does the job. It lets me see what I need to see. And someday I'll boot up to another one. I like to get one where I can hook my phone up to it or my camera up to it so I can record or stream it live. I told you we're all going to have a cold. Yeah, we are going to have a cold. They're talking a lot of, like northern blasts off and on all winter. So we're just going to have to wait and see. We do need a cold winter. We do. We need that. We need to kind of sterilize everything. Cold's good at that. Yeah, he was 93 there today. Here today, we average, I think we got up, hold on, let me make sure. I want to get this right. go. Right now we are 69 degrees. We're just a little warmer than you are, Edna, I believe, because Jersey's 60 now. Yeah, Jersey's 60 now. And they're saying 69 tonight. And I think we reached 80 today, or barely 80. It wasn't humid at all. But that wind was nice. But if you sit in the sun, oh, you felt the sun. Yeah, so if you plan on doing any direct work in this, any working in the direct sunlight, I would suggest make sure you're covered. It will burn you, even with the chill in the air. But Elatro is down in Texas, so yeah, 93 is. I think you guys are going to be kind of dry and on and off all winter. Our seasons have changed. Yeah, spring and summer were short here. Yeah, they have changed. Well, you got to remember too, last few years, we've had falls where we were still in the 70s and 80s. So it definitely, was making up for, it's definitely making up for that. My phone is getting so it doesn't want to charge. I hate that when that happens. And you can't just go buy a new battery, which sucks. Spring and fall are usually very hot. Yeah, they are. You guys are a little closer to the equator, too. So it's going to be a little, it's kind of, I wouldn't say polar opposite. It also depends on the jet stream. Because you guys have gotten your share of snow, too. Spring tried to come. Things wouldn't start growing until, well, it was so wet and chilly, and then it just kind of rained and rained, and the frost, the colds, yeah. And then we kind of sprung into summer. Hello, Juan. How you doing, bud? And we just kind of sprung into summer, and summer felt real short. And it wasn't as hot as it usually is. I mean, we had a couple 90 days, kind of humid days, but, that's what we have right now. Into August, beginning of September, we're doing that switch. But this switch came early. I mean, and they're saying after we get rain tomorrow, we'll be cool again down in the 70s and possibly even colder during the week. Andrew, what's up? Hello, folks. Hello, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Mm-hmm. It's good to see Edna and Vixen. So do you need a new phone, Vixen? Is that the bummers? Man, I'm going to have to get a case for mine. I'm getting to the point where I'm getting kind of flumpsy with my hands, so I need to get something to protect that thing. Everybody's saying hello. Yeah, rain. Yeah, you guys are getting rain right now. Yeah, Michigan is getting rain right now. I was just had the. We're supposed to get it later tonight or in the morning. Let me go back and look. Yeah, Michigan's lower half of Michigan, around the corners there, getting a good downpour. Just under Kalamazoo. Fort Wayne's getting a little bit of rain, and Indiana. And then we're supposed to get it tonight, I guess. And then a chance tomorrow, I think. Yeah, a chance in the morning. But I don't know if it's supposed to rain all day or not. It says it, but we never get it all day anymore. Usually goes around us. I swear they made cell phones to last. Yeah, that's the whole idea, and then get you to buy a whole new one for almost double the price now. Well, and then they make it sound like you're getting new features, but you're really not. It's fairly new, only a few months old. Man, I'd be taking it back and raising a cane about it. Oh, crack the glass. That sucks. $300. Yeah. Hey, Andrew. I'm checking up with everybody. And all of a sudden, my chat just went. Zoom. Oh, Edna, you stuck at home, babe. That sucks. Michigan's okay. I was taking a break to get out of the wind and the rain earlier. I have a light load and I was getting tired. Oh, that's good. Well, at least you were able to take a break. So I've been dreaming again, ghosts. Seemed like a warning, and I'm sure enough it was. I'm telling you, something's coming. And I don't think it's what a lot of people expect either. And because they're definitely trying to keep us all just wound up. But yeah, I've had a few of them too, Edna, lately. Thing is, it's amazing. It's lately I've only been now for 5 days I've been averaging 2 hours of sleep. And probably 20 minutes that is our REM sleep, actual REM sleep. But those guys swear I go 1,000 miles an hour. Anyways, I have dreams that make me feel like I've been gone for days. And I'll wake up and it's like, man, it's only been 2 hours. But yeah, I can imagine it. I'm having some really weird dreams too. I even told Gemma last week that things felt weird. Things feel weird for some reason. Something's not right. That's the way. So I've been just trying to go with the flow. Let me catch up here. Hope to be able to drop into a U.S. seller tomorrow. Yeah, I would. I'd go in there and raise a lot of crap. Yeah, because my first phone was an Android next to my old flip phone. I'd almost rather have my flip phone back. I don't use half the apps that I have. I use Facebook when I'm out of the house on the phone, or I use it on a PC. And TikTok is probably the only thing I actually use on there, other than MapQuest and stuff like that. But everything else is just a waste. I think a lot of people are going to be devastated. That's where I've been sleeping a lot the past few days. So that's your body healing itself, telling you to rest. So preparing you for whatever. But you need rest, and I understand that. So you take the sleep while you get it. Let your body heal. That's what it's doing. But I know I've had some really weird dreams in my little sleeps. Doctor told me when I talked to him on the phone, Monday. He said, dude, not Monday, Tuesday, because Monday was Labor Day. He told me, he said, Steve, if you don't get more sleep here, I'm going to have to put you down for a night. And I said, you may have to, because I'm trying. And I'm afraid of that because when they induce sleep, my dreams get even weirder. So I don't want to do that. So like I said, I'll probably end this about, I said 11 to 1, so that's probably what it'll be tonight. And then I won't stream next week because she's streaming. She's not streaming this Friday unless I decide to get on. But I'll probably take advantage of that week off and get some more stuff done. It's just nuts. But yeah, I mean, I can understand you. You got a epidural, or you got a pain. You're under pain management, right? If I understood that right, last time I saw you. Yeah, I agree. It's been weird and rough. Yeah, it has. You know, they keep saying everything's getting better. It's not. It's not moving fast enough. I need to move faster. I had a weird reaction to a procedure this time, but maybe that has something to do with it. That's possible. That's possible. Yep, that's what I thought. I've been under the pain management thing, and they had to take me off. I'm just not doing that. But yeah, I've dealt with pain for too long, and it just doesn't do anything. That stuff just doesn't do anymore for me. But anyways, everybody's different. Well, are they just having a problem finding that good, comfortable place for you? Is that what that deal is? Because I know the first time they did it with me, I had all kinds of problems, and I had kind of a weird reaction and kind of messed with me. But yeah, that can affect your sleep too. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I thought maybe you lost signal there for a minute, Al. I feel bad. That sucks. Yeah, you're like the third person that told me about the internet and the cable up there is just almost a scam, which is bad. Because up there, you almost have to have it, and they know that, so they take advantage of it. Well, you really don't need it, but it's nice to be able to communicate with other people. Ooh, excuse me. Communicate with other people in other places. I thought about getting a ham radio again. We had one here for the longest time. Now I wish I'd kept them. I had a couple CBs too. I should have kept those. At least one or two of them. They all worked. I'm just occupied at the moment. Oh, you're fine. I know you're a busy lady. I'm at the end of the road, guys. These docs don't know how I'm still walking after seeing my latest MRI. Neither do I. Been there. It's like my neck. They don't know how I was holding my head up. They honestly don't. That's how bad it was. And I'm afraid it's getting worse again because I'm having a lot of problems with my right hands, the right side of my body. And last time it started on that side, on my right side, and then I started feeling it in the left side. And that's when I went to the doctor and he said, "Man, your neck there's nothing there. How are you holding your head up?" So I know. But yeah, these doctors, you're going to have doctors that are honestly going to try like their dickens to make you comfortable. And then just going to have doctors just doing their job. There's a certain radio you can get for your phone. I can't remember what it's called at the moment. I have actually on my phone, I do have radio stations. Sometimes I use them. I say what I always say. I'm just stubborn and an old brat. Then what's that make me? Oh, my dad. My dad asked the doctor the other day when he went to go get a shot, "Why am I still here? I'm 93 years old." You know, he just, and it's like, "Dad, you must be here for a reason." My spine doc is wonderful. So yeah, mine was too. My neurological surgeon, this the guy that did my neck. Man, he was fantastic. He was a blessing. But man, that was one of those zap moments. But he handled it like a trooper and made sure I was good. Wouldn't let me leave until he thought I was ready. The Queen of Canada has been arrested finally. I hope so. That place. I love the memes that come out of Canada too. There's some not so happy people there. And they're the only ones who can change things. You just got to get the other dingbats to realize the crap they're just stirring. It's like here. But yeah, my neurological surgeon who did my neck, man, he had to work around some serious, nerves and stuff like that too. And I was a little scared going in because he could actually just redoing my neck, putting in new bone and everything. He could have screwed me up. It's on the news. All right. Cool breeze. That's funny. I'll have to watch later and check out the roam around the internet and see what I can find on it. I'm here to help two people who need me right now, and that's what I'll do. And that's what I'm doing. I was told by the lady in the light that there was two people I had to take care of. That, and every time I tried to kind of walk away from one, it doesn't happen. But that's good though. That makes me realize that there is a reason for me being. They took my bones from my hip and refused it to my neck. Yeah. Where they actually use cadaver but don't. See, it's getting hard to talk sometimes. They had to use cadaver bones for me. They actually had to go find a cadaver that had the same size bones. And it was funny because this is what started my issues on that table that day as it was. Just before they did the surgery, they had me on prednisone. And I gained a bunch of weight where apparently it made a bone growth, which is weird considering that one of my issues in the past was bone cancer. And when they went to replace the bones, they realized they didn't have the right size. So they literally had me all opened up in the neck, laying on table. 3-hour surgery turned into a 6-hour surgery, plus me waking up and croaking on them didn't help until it made it take longer. I wouldn't let them use cadaver bones. I knew my body wouldn't. Not the bones. It's very rare that another person will reject a bone. It's usually like organs and stuff. But that's your choice, and that's fine. If it works for you, that's great. I mean, you get options, but mine they just happen to discover right off rip. So I just don't do what you need to do. So that's what they did. Queen of Canada, tell her who it is, Al, if you're still there. I know you're still there because I know you're fiddling around. The voice in my head told me ghost. That you'd be a ghost, that there'd be ghosts walking with you. Is that what you mean? Or the voice in your head told you ghost? Hey, do what's right. That's funny. Hey, I mean, it worked. I didn't have any issues. I would be worried about getting somebody's eyes or so. No, not to use the code. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. You're all good, Edna. I'm a little goofy today. Like I said, I haven't been feeling up to par either. And so I feel like the last 24 hours have been like a fog. I've just been cranking out. I think it's just catching up with me. I mean, even Gemma will probably tell you I'm getting a little goofy, which is fine. We have our days, and I really don't want to go Saturday or Friday and be put to sleep for a night because I do have weird dreams. I don't, which doesn't bother me, but always wake up the next day all groggy and I don't feel like I can get anything done. But they knock me out. It's funny that they have to come in and check on me because I rock so hard. I shake the bed and it freaks them out. It's the last time they had to do that. I hadn't slept for like 5 days. I mean, no sleep at all. No matter how hard I tried, not even cat naps. And they had to knock me out. They were afraid I was going to lose my cookies. She actually, when I went in to do it, she goes, for somebody who hasn't slept solid, no sleep for 5 days, you're actually pretty well together. And I go, this is not unusual for me. I said, it's the stuff I start to see, that the stuff that I see already, and then you don't sleep on top of that. It just becomes more intense. She still didn't know what I was talking about, and I wasn't going to explain it to her. Oof. Sometimes I think that's why I don't sleep. And why I go 1,000 miles a night in my sleep. Oof. It's what I see. It's because of what I see. But it has ramped up again. Big time. So like I said, when it starts ramping up, something's going to happen, or something's about ready to happen. The dream I had made me not freak out about the news I got. I was calm, so I was able to reassure them. That's good. I never freak out in my dreams, or I have dreams where I'm freaking out about stuff. Usually it seems like I'm observing. In my dreams, in those type of dreams, Edna, where I'm dreaming about either somebody else or an event or something, I don't know, futuristic, you know what I'm saying, something that may happen in the future or may not happen in the future, I always see it through like a spectator's eyes, like playing a game. What is it, first person, where I'm watching. I'm watching events happen, and then I wake up and it's like, wait a minute, I've been gone for hours. And then you look at my watch and it's like, no, it's only been a few. Yeah, well, there's a lot of us, Edna. I talked to, it's like my friend Patty. She's just like us. She had to go on vacation. She said the last couple of people she did reading for, it was not good. She said, I have to get away. I mean, this is, so she went to Florida, I think. I didn't ask her, but that's usually where she goes. She's got friends down in the very southern tip. That's all I know. Me either. I've never been afraid or even had a nightmare. It's usually, if you see me scared, there's usually a good reason for it. I'm not afraid to show fear because it's part of life. But yeah. I mean, if you see me scared, there's a damn good reason I'm scared. And the only times I ever remember that was the Hat Man and the demon. The Hat Man still bothers me more than the demon did. They want me to go to one more of those psychic fairs on the 28th. Interesting. You might have fun. You meet some interesting people, that's for sure. Go, get out, get your body moving, kind of, make sure you're prepared, and rest. And while you're there, if you need to sit down, you tell them, I got to sit down for a minute. But go enjoy yourself. Like I said, you'll meet some very interesting people. I can guarantee it. Lately, I don't know what I'm doing in other realms. Last 4 days, I'm always getting caught in my dreams. I'm missing time 4 different days this week. Interesting, you're getting lost in your daydreams. I know a guy used to play like that. Hello, Seth. There's a man on the loose who's whereabouts are generally unknown that have gruesomely murdered. Hey, now you can't come in there and talk like that, man. You can't say that word. You're going to get her in trouble. Sorry. Come on. Yeah, I can't have that. I know what you're saying. That's sad. It is awful too. Sorry, Pat. I know you were trying to state something, but there was a couple words I can't have in there. We'll get Gemma in trouble. That guy caught me off guard. But yeah, sorry, Seth, and me no difference. But yeah, you're coming in saying stuff like that. It's going to get her in trouble. I think I will. Yeah, go have fun, Edna. Go mingle. Like I said, you probably will meet some interesting people. You might even find somebody's like-minded like you. And I had a funny feeling your hawk and your owl were taking turns visiting you. But all the critters are watching over you too. Yeah, go mingle, have a good time. Yeah, I don't like deleting somebody's comment or chat, but that I had to. That and the end kind of sounded okay. Yeah, that. I'm sorry, folks, but stuff like that bothers me because it's not my channel. They've been bringing me feathers. Oh, I bet that's cool. Wouldn't surprise me if they brought you all kinds of stuff. There are. I stood out in the backyard and I was getting ready to pull all the hummingbird feeders in because we hadn't seen any hummingbirds for a while. And I'm like, Dad, I'm just going to bring them in. So I loaded them up, brought them in, rinsed them out. And no sooner than I brought them in, Dad goes, look out the window. And he's looking for the feeder. And I'm like, dude, we haven't seen any. Why do they do that? And I put it back out. I just put one out this time. And man, they've been all over it. So they must be getting ready to move for migration because they usually start migration this time of year into September. I must have blocked them. I didn't see the comment. I deleted the comment. I just deleted the comment. I didn't block them. I just deleted the comment. Only because they had the R word in it. And oh my gosh. I don't need Gemma getting a yellow Dolan's for it. So. And I know, and the comment wouldn't have bothered me if you led into something other than they would spend their time searching for me. I don't know what people getting at. I don't mind randomness too much, but when that happens, I have to kind of. It's not my channel, and they don't like that word. YouTube does not like that word at all. Especially the M word too, but not as much as they hate the M word, but they hate that R word even worse. Just had to clean up a stream of fish juice from the front door through the kitchen to the garage door. Careless people tried. Oh, that sucks. Mine came today. They did? What are you talking about? I'm lost. That kind. Now I got quiet. Well, now I'm worried that she's going to get in trouble that I didn't delete it fast enough. My hummingbird, yeah, mine was. I was worried, but that's what I'm thinking is now that it's cooler here, because I mean, we did have about a month that it was just really it was just humid. It wasn't even really hot. It was just humid as crap. I mean, you put a hummingbird feeder out and it'd be evaporated by the end of the day. But now that it's cooler out and they're getting ready to move for their migration, yeah, I'm thinking that's why we got ours back. And I can tell each one, even though we get a lot of the ruby throated ones, yeah, they should be migrating now. They usually migrate within the first 2 weeks of September. This is what I've always been told, and led to believe. So that's probably what we're doing now is we're just getting the migrating ones heading south. They migrate low to the ground. Hey, Chris, what's up? How you doing there? Anything exciting going on? Hummingbirds must be nuclear powered. No way they get enough energy from nectar. That's where they get a lot of it from. They're like, I mean, they're amazing to watch. That's for sure. But yeah, you got to wonder if they've got a little nuclear device, a little Godzilla heart inside there, because man, they go. And you wonder how they keep up that speed. Well, we know how, but not really. How's your weather down there? Is it cool down there too? We're like at a nice 69. But we're supposed to have rain moving in the next couple hours, I guess. Just watching the trailer for Tulsa King season 2. 65 there. Yeah, you guys are a little cooler than us. Yeah, the East is a little cooler than us too. Yeah, we're hanging out right now at 68. We're a little bit warmer. Oh, season 3. They put that trailer out already? I'm sure Giles has already watched it. He's been up there watching shows since he came home, trying to catch up on his stuff. So anything else exciting going on, folks? I'm kind of quiet tonight, and a lot of it has to do with my talking the way I feel. So bear with me. We can make it to 1, I'll be happy. If I can make it to 12:30, I'll be happy. Anything on the lady in white? He said she comes in September 25th, I think. Samuel L. Jackson was added to the cast. Anything on the lady in white? Well, isn't that Uso that was talking about that? Uso, are you still watching? 13 here. So you're still. It's 13. I know it's not 13 degrees. It's got to be warmer than that there, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Wait. See what it is in Celsius. I suck. That's Celsius, right? What did I do that for? I give up. 13 there. I wish it was 13 here, and we're 13 degrees here. I'm ready to go sledding. Maybe that'll make me feel better. Yes, it was Uso. He was just there. He is the fifth, and she has a black veil. Okay, thank you, Uso. I knew you were probably still in here watching, listening, lurking, ghosting. That's what I do. I missed Alien Earth last night. Yeah, I got to get caught up. Somehow or another, I got logged off, so I got to have the son come down and log me back in so I can watch it because he pays for that one. We have alternating, so everybody's covered. Yeah, because I really want to watch it too. I want to get caught up before I fall too far behind. The fifth is has a black veil. Hey, Uso, I guess it's because I was looking up the lady in white. That's probably why. Vixen was it the lady, if you're still watching, was the lady you saw in white or black too? Which one was it? White or black? I can't remember. It was you that saw it, right, Vixen, that told me about the one you saw a while ago when you were a kid? New episode of Countdown available now. Okay. That's right. You said she wore a black veil. Yes. Now I remember him saying that. Yes, I remember that. Chief of War has been great so far. Really? I was trying to get Dad to watch that. And he's so. You almost just tell him, I'm turning this on, watch it. Nope. Which is what I'm going to have to do. She's due Friday sometime. There's not like a set time it happens. Uso. Yeah, it would be interesting. You may do that already. I don't know. Do you, Uso? Do you set up a camera or something to see if you can catch it? First time I saw her was about 3 p.m. And it's been different every time, or usually it is around that time that you've seen her. How many times have you seen her? I would try. I honestly would try. You might catch something. Sometimes film, for some reason, well, film seems to be really good at picking up stuff that we can't see. So, at the moment in time and space. So you never know. You never know. But I'd probably do it. If there's somebody's experiencing like that on a regular basis, yeah, eventually I would have had a camera going to see if I catch it. And probably after the first time. But maybe the second time. Probably wouldn't the second time because you wouldn't expect the second time because you don't know what's really going on. 2 out of the 3 years only because I wasn't at the house last year. But I felt her, just never saw her. Okay. Why is it always 3 a.m.? Same for me. So my experience has always been around that time. Where he said 3 p.m., but usually 3 o'clock in the day, anywhere between 3 and 4, and day at 9 and at p.m. and a.m. can be kind of strange times. A lot of that has to do with the birth of Christ and the supposed birth of the Antichrist. But the opposites. Was sad when, yeah, that was a bummer. Because he wasn't really that old. I mean, and that kind of caught me off guard too. Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I posted it. That's right. He has moved since then. Yes, he has. Well, yeah. Well, actually, between midnight and sun, the break of sun, is actually when it's supposed to be the veil is at its thinnest. It's not like and 3 a.m. where it's supposed to be 3:33 at 3:33 a.m. in the morning is when it's supposed to be at its thinnest. Breaking off stuff to do. You take care, Lacho. Have a good day tomorrow. Enjoy the weekend. I'll probably see you Saturday. Have a good one, bud. Be safe. Enjoy your days. Have a good night. Anyone have anything happen on Monday? Monday. Labor Day? No, not really. Mine was a pretty weird. That was just a weird. I was busy, but nothing weird. I mean, it was just a weird day because the way things happened that day, but I got stuff done. Yeah, be safe out there, Latra. Enjoy that steak. This week has kind of moved along. Well, what was weird was, see, Monday, I kept thinking Monday was Sunday. So I got up Tuesday all day thinking it was Monday. And it was like, what's going on? Then Gemma goes, after we said goodnight to each other, and I figured, she was asleep, but I get a message, I forgot to edit my video. And I'm like, wait a minute. And then I realized it was Tuesday. After that, and I was like, holy crap, it is Tuesday. And I went the whole day. Dad didn't even say anything. And I was like, okay. But the days bleed together sometimes, and I hate that. Hold on. 1 second. What am I saying? My left hand started tingling, and I mean noticeable. I checked for symptoms of stroke or heart attack, and neither, but it lasted for a good 15 minutes. Dude. Give you a day of my tremors. It may not look like there's much going on when you look at me visually, but there is a lot going on. But yeah, that's scary. I was out working last Thursday, and man, I don't know, it felt like something slammed me right in the chest, and I had to stop work and sit down. I thought, this is not good. And I started getting a headache, and Dad's going, Dad, are you okay? You're flushing out. I go, dude. And then I realized I was probably just having heat stroke, but man, it scared me for a second. Oof. So yeah, you got to stay aware. When you retired, every day is Tuesday. When you're retired, that's what Dad did. Dad keeps going, I need to go on vacation. I go, Dad, you're retired. You're on vacation. The palm. Going to try to get out to Shady Maple this weekend. Oh, cool. I have some nerve damage, but this was like ever energy blasting out of my hand. It freaked me out. Dehydrated. Yeah. Looks like the algae pills I'm taking right now. I mean, I always suffered from dry mouth anyways because of one of my other medications. But man, I started taking CVS brand algae medicine, over the counter stuff, supposedly the good stuff. And all it did was dry me out. I'm standing out there working the day, just cranking out, and my nose is running. My eyes were getting all kicky. I'm like, where's the allergy pill? But my mouth was the only thing that dried out. I've been still kind of hoping it wears off soon. So I'm drinking tons of water. I probably am. Oh, I'm not. My mouth is just dry. But they also say that's part of the symptoms of what I'm going through with my voice box. Should be interesting seeing the place Can hold 9,000 customers. Yeah, that will be interesting. But that's like we were sitting in that movie theater for Superman for that pre-screening of it. And that guy told me there was 400 people in that movie theater. And I was like, there's no way that place could hold 400 people. But apparently it did. Blasting out of hand. It's because of the tingling sensation does make it feel like you're, releasing energy or something from your hand. I get it sometimes around my fingertips. And it does. It feels like I could zap somebody. But let me see what she says here. One sec. Oh, that's right. They got fires going on up there. Oh, man, go take a picture of that red moon, Al. I'm reading your message. Yeah, because when we had those, when the fires were going that, the other year, and they were coming, the smoke was coming down here. Man, some of the pictures I should have taken of the moon looked creepy, dude. It was red. And the sun was kind of red, and it kind of gives you that. You've seen those pictures, and it's just kind of a creepy feeling. I'm sitting by my boyfriend who's driving right now, and he's wearing an alien mask that lights up. Sounds like somebody. That's funny. Have fun. Enjoy it. An alien mask that lights up. Gemma got her boy one of those masks that you put on it and it makes faces and stuff. So it's kind of cool. All the food at Shady Maple is, oh yeah, I know, it's Amish made. That place is supposed to be huge, dude. So enjoy. And that's like Der Dutchman just north of me. But it's not that big. But man, I'll tell you what, nothing like good old Amish cooking, man. Yeah, nerve damage sucks. I've got some nerve damage too. Feel like an electrical shock going on. Yeah, and then that's what it does. That's what it feels like. Yep. Yeah, I got a little bit in my neck, a little bit in my hands. That's just from being bashed around in my younger days. Same thing with my feet. It's caused a little damage. And imagine. I'll tell you what, you get the tingles and then you get the tremors. It's a weird feeling. I mean, it's weird. I have to stand still for a while and just try to stand still while I shake. And it's just so weird. It's North America's biggest buffet. It's in the size of 4 to 5 Walmart stores. Yeah, I heard it's huge. Yeah, I heard it's really big. Um, do you have prices? I wonder what the prices are. What the price is, because it is, I guess, a buffet style, isn't it? They freeze, then burn off my nerve bundles, so I didn't feel the pain. Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Dark Man? That's what that's about. He was burned with acid and everything and blown up, but he didn't, blow up. So they fried all the nerve endings in his body so he wouldn't feel the pain. And that's how it messed with him, and it gave him, because you have no check now on emotion, no check on strength, no check on your senses at all. It wasn't drinking coffee. No, she was talking to me, so yeah, you can see I get real dry lips. But I've been drinking water all night. I even had a cup of coffee about a half hour before I came on here. We'll stop by at a rest area to take a Picture of the moon. There you go. Are you guys coming back from your little vacation from for the holiday? Well, I say holiday. It was a holiday here. Last time I talked to you, you were with family or in-laws. I try to keep everybody in my head. There's a buffet in Chicago that's the biggest Polish. Really, I didn't know that. You figure something like that would be in Cleveland. There's a lot of Polish restaurants in Cleveland. Well, not a lot, but there's quite a few. Radio frequency aberration is what it's called, and it's very painful. Yeah, I didn't know that's what I've heard called RFA, but I've never heard what it was. All I know is it's just a pain in the butt. And some of these doctors, I don't even try to say half the words they say to me. But see, a lot of my nerve damage came from fighting and the rocking and the tremors. You can imagine your body, since you're 2 years old, always in a state of frenzy. Eventually, it's going to do something. That's the problems. And I actually told the doctor the other day, when I talked to him on the phone, I said, I think a lot of my problems, a lot of my health issues, it's my body's just finally done seeing what it sees every day. And, you can protect yourself all you want, but it still takes a toll on you. And I think it's finally catching up with me. And I can't even protect I can't even stop it from happening, much alone protect myself the best I can. He understands, because I'm one family doctor. He understands that I see stuff. I told him about a patient that was sitting out in the lobby one day that was sitting across from me. I was telling him about the thing that was standing behind her. And then I started talking about how she must feel and stuff. And he goes, actually, that's why she's here. I go, really? Back problem? Because it looked like it was laying on her back. And I said, I bet she's here for back problems and depression. And he goes, yeah. She can't tell me anymore, but he was like, holy crap. I said, that thing's leaning on her hard too. I kind of drifted away there. Gary Burberg died recently. Cincinnati legend, but was known countrywide. Funny guy. That name does sound familiar. That's all it is. Sounds familiar. I might have seen this stuff. I probably did. I don't know how my body keeps healing itself. We have a pretty amazing shell. Yes, we do. Honey, there are years that have gone by that I've wondered how I am still cranking it out. And it's like my dad, he said the same thing the other day. And for an old man, he heals pretty fast. I mean, he took a big gash to the arm, and man, he had that blood stopped right up. We had no problem getting it to clot up and taping it up and getting it all, because he wouldn't go to the doctor. Cleaned him right up. Within about 3 days, it looked really good. I mean, he had a nasty bruise because his skin's like tissue paper, but it looked good. I was like, holy crap, that's definitely in the Davis genes. It's like all my surgeries. Within 3 days, I was ready to leave the hospital. Get me out of here. The first time with the hip, the first hip they did, they forced me to stay, and I told them after that ain't happening. I don't know how. Old man skin, yeah, tissue paper skin. Bless his heart. It's funny because he goes in now and every Tuesday and gets vitamin B12 shots. And those are long needles. And that's like, and then on top of that, the lady that's giving him a shot, probably only a couple of years younger than him. And she's like, oh, please. But it makes him comfortable. And they have made a big difference. I don't think he's noticed yet, but I'm starting to see a notice. And it will help with a lot of his troubles too. Oh, he was a DJ for WKRC for 60 years. And a chain. He owned a chain of restaurants in Ohio called Burbank's. I've heard of Burbank's. I didn't know he owned them. Huh. New one on me. Yeah, I probably heard him then when I was down there. I don't know. Name did it sounds familiar, but it didn't sound familiar. I just know I've heard the name before, unless John's brought him up before, which is possible. But yeah, I've always been impressed how fast I feel. It's just like, holy crap. It's great. Yeah, I'm finally losing all that weight finally and getting back like I was when I was losing weight when they were doing the throat surgeries. 1 second, folks. Yeah. And oh, excuse me. Oof. I forgot what I was saying now. But I was surprised how fast I healed from those. The only thing is they wanted to do another surgery down there around my voice box. And I'm a little hesitant. One, it's very expensive. And two, I mean, it's not even a guarantee that it's helped me keep me talking the rest of my life. I don't want to waste time on something that may not work. And it's risky because, it's in an area that could be very risky. In 39 states, even before the TV show, yeah. WKRP. Yeah, I know WKRC's been around forever. That I do know. I just didn't know none of the DJs. I mean, the longest I was down, like, when we lived there, I only lived there about a year, a little over a year before I got screwed and came home. But John wasn't the one that screwed me. It was one of his partners. That's when I was working for Bonanza. I didn't mind it down there. My dad keeps saying if we hit the lottery, we're going to move out in the country. I said, man, no, we're just going to go buy an island. I don't even know if I want to do that. Just hide me somewhere in a mountain somewhere. Though there are great places to hide here in Ohio. It wouldn't be hard to kind of disappear right here in Ohio. Get quiet. Everybody get quiet. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can still pick it up on the one radio downstairs. When he passed, Chris? When did he pass? Just a couple days ago? I just don't remember. And the names, like I said, the name, I hate when a name sounds familiar and I'm trying to place where I heard it or seen it or heard them before. Or that'll drive me nuts. I'm pretty sure it was probably John, though. Time we got 12:30. That probably ended at 12:30. A week ago? Oh, okay, cool. I'll check into it. I'll ask John. I got to call him anyways. He's my tomorrow call. So I think he's off on Thursdays. Oh, I got your photo. You actually stopped, Al, if you're still able to listen. Oops, wrong place. Oh, wow. It's just a red dot. Ooh, that is. I don't know if I can show it on here. Come back here. Wait. Come back. Come back. It blew it up too big. I don't know if you can see how red that is. Look how red that sucker is. I don't know if I keep the glare off of it. There, look how red that is. I mean, you really see it on the phone. The screen does not do it justice at all. Wow, that is red. That's creepy red. That's blood red. Ooh, oof. Those moons always kind of get me a little bit when you see the red, blood red moons. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I do know this guy. So that's who that was. Okay. Holy crap. 1941 to 2025. Man, he's been in the biz for a while. So he basically is a legend down there. Why did it do that? That was weird. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, she's up in Canada, up in Alberta. So they've got the fires going on right now. So that's definitely a good sign that there's a lot of smoke in the air. That's wild. Thank you. Thank you, Al. Yeah, I'll have to doctor that up and use it as a backdrop. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Throw a dragon in there. Make it look cool. Yeah, the moon tonight. Was about last full moon. I was watching the last full moon or checking it out after I think it was even a night I streamed and put the telescope and watching the full moon. Man, that moon, that last full moon it just looked different. Something just didn't see. And that's when I really noticed things were kind of weird. Because the moon looked weird. It just didn't look right. And it looked like it was way closer than it should have been. It's been affecting cellular service. Oh, it will mess with your cellular, your service. It will mess with your service. I'm sure of it, especially if it's really thick. Oh, I bet. I bet breathing up there is not the best either. Can you taste it? I mean, it got bad down here that one time. You could actually taste it. And then about a week later, it rained, and in the rain was ash. And all the cars were covered in like a wet ash. But I bet it is messing with your cell service. That's for sure. I know a lot of people, when they had those flowers out in California, some of those people have problems with cell service because the fires get so thick, the smoke gets so thick, they can't even call out for help. They just got to go. That's why they try to warn everybody as fast as they can. I went to WEBN Fireworks Sunday. Oh, did you go? Their Labor Day weekend fireworks. Do they still do the thing? Is that at 4th of July where where's the 4th of July? Where the Kentucky versus Cincy fireworks go off? The only excitement we have here on Labor Day is St. Michael's Festival. I was going to go do that. I was like, nah. And Sundays are a boring day because, they had church and then it's only open for a little bit, then it's done. When you go, it's Friday night. Saturday night's crazy too, but Friday nights, man, the Catholics cut loose. Okay. Thank you, Chris. I got you. That was a while ago now. Because I remember going one time and it was cool to watch them both shooting off fireworks. It was pretty bad. And jamming out to it at the same time. It was a good time. One of the few times I was in a crowd and actually enjoyed myself, other than being at a concert or something. And every time I try to go to Red, Right, and Boom, it's a nightmare. So we just stopped going. I just stopped going. Plus being in a crowd, especially that type of crowd. It's like I used to go to the fair. I won't even go to the fairs anymore. Oof. And they didn't talk a whole lot about this year's fair. It kind of came and went. Took us 4 hours to get back from downtown to really. Oh, I believe that. I would believe that. They draw on a big crowd for those. I know they do. A big, big crowd. So yeah, I can see that. I can imagine what traffic was like. It was probably a nightmare. Because that's not that long of a drive. So that's a lot of sitting. That would have drove me nuts. That's the other thing I hate is traffic. I got to keep moving. Yeah, I want to take Dad down to see my oldest brother down in Tennessee. But he's a goof. He goes, I don't want to go down there and bug him. But Dad, I need to get you out of the house for a couple of days. Let you kind of take a break from this place. We're going around for a couple of hours. It's just not funny. We need to get you out. I was thinking about taking him to Jersey, but we'll see if that happens. Oh, I can imagine. Easily, probably. That's insane, though. That's a lot of people. But yeah, it was crowded when we went. I remember it was like there was tons of people. So I believe that. I would believe that easily. Very easily. And you got both sides of the river going too. That's insane. I would believe that. I would believe that. Because I mean, we were there and that was years ago. I mean, that place was packed. It was a good time. I mean, like I said, it was one of the few times in that type of crowd that I actually had a good time. And people were pretty respectful. Hopefully no trouble this year, but oh man, she's still sending pictures. Go back. He's wearing an alien mask while he drives. Her boyfriend's wearing an alien mask while he drives. That's hilarious. That's exactly something I would do if I had possession of one. There's no doubt about it. What time we got? You know what, folks? I think I am going to go ahead and call it. I'm kind of tired. I want to get up in the morning and deal with this guy and get my day done. And I will be here Saturday for Gemma's replays. Oh, I'm sure it has. Oh, I know. I was going to say that, Chris. I just didn't want to say it out loud. I mean, you're probably better off saying it in comment than I am saying it out loud. I'll be here Saturday. She, I believe, is not streaming Friday because I think she said every other Friday until she gets caught up. Good night, then. You be safe driving home, okay, Al? You and the man be safe in the car and take your time. Have a good drive. I know you get some rest. Chris, you do the same. Latro and Andrew and even Seth. Who else am I missing? Uso, of course. I was going to save him. And Bounty Hunter. Thank you all for coming in. I really do appreciate it. I will be here Saturday. Now, I probably won't stream next Wednesday because she'll stream that Friday. Just want to make sure I got everybody. I hope I did. Oh, AK, you were hiding in the background, huh? You have a good night. And Vixen, of course, Vixen, I will let you know what's up Saturday. AK, you take care, bud, and hopefully I see you Saturday night. Yeah, I wouldn't call it if it wasn't for the fact I had to get up, but I think I'll go ahead and do that. Why, it's kind of a chilled night anyways. You folks have a wonderful time tomorrow and have a good day. Be safe. Since I won't see you Friday night, I hope to see you Saturday night. Remember to check out our shorts. And, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. The links and everything are in the subscription, in the description box. Hit that. Even if you don't like the doobie, I call it doobie, dubby, drink, check out the website for her. At least check it out, because she gets, points for that too. I'm in the process of getting ready. I'm just trying to decide which one I want. I am going to try just for the fun of it, because she's my boss. I need to do that. And I'll let you know also. But at least check out the site. See what else. That's it. And if she decides Friday to stream Friday, I'm sure she'll let you know. But as far as I know, she's not. So have a wonderful night. Much blessing to you all. Thank you all for just hanging out with me. I know it was kind of a short night. I feel bad, but like I said, I got to get up weekdays. This is why things have changed, because weekdays right now are crazy. And then the days I know I don't have a whole lot, I don't mind hanging out. But we've done some 2, 3, and 4 hour shows lately, so I love that. And I thank you guys for hanging out with me. And I'm babbling still. I'm just trying to give everybody a chance to say goodnight to each other. I love you guys all. I really do. Thanks for hanging. It means a lot for me and to Gemma. You guys take care. And I will see you on the flip side of Saturday, if not Friday. Probably not Friday, but definitely for sure Saturday. Take care, folks. Be safe out there.